Hi, my name is Quinn Kelly. I earned my Bachelor of Arts in Linguistics in May 2017 from Montclair State University in Montclair, New Jersey. Working with someone that you don't necessarily get along with or agree with is a part of life, but how we choose to continue focusing on the task at hand without letting the personal problems get in the way will lead your team to success. There have been many instances in my life where I've had to work with someone that I didn't agree with or get along with. And a particular instance that has stood out to me was during my freshman year of college. During my freshman year of college, I had to work on a group project where I had to propose a business idea to my class. I worked with a lot of students that I got along with in my group, and one particular student who I did not get along with. Whenever her parts of the project were due or were needed to be completed in order for the rest of us to move on to the next phase of the project, her part was never done. In class, when we were given an opportunity to work together, she chose to sit on her phone and ignore the other members of the group. My other group mates and I contemplated on what we should do in terms of this group member. By letting her responsibilities become ours, it would not be a fair workload for the rest of us. So I used this opportunity to step up and become a leader and speak to this member of the group. I wanted to give the student the benefit of the doubt and give her a chance to explain why this heavily weighted project wasn't being taken seriously. So when I spoke to her, I expressed these concerns that me and the other group members were having. She humbly admitted her faults, and for the next few days, the two of us worked on her part of the project. When the project was completed and turned in, we all received high marks from the professor. Although evaluation and treatment are vital roles in the field of speech-language pathology, though there are other ways to impact or make a difference within your patient's medical and personal life. Early intervention plays a critical role in the therapeutic aspect of speech-language pathology. It's a time when adults and children who are not producing the proper sounds are able to be given an idea of what type of therapy that they might need. Intervention is such a vital role within the field because language is an important skill. It allows a person to communicate. Children begin to develop language before they use words. A delay in language skills can cause frustration not just for children but for adults as well, and miscommunication becomes a part of their daily life. Intervention can also be a sensitive topic for those who may not be fully convinced that their loved one has any sort of problem, and for this reason we must be sensitive during the intervention process. As a speech-language pathologist, we also have to be empathetic, not just with the patient, but with the family as well. We have to realize that as a therapist, we're giving them ideas of how they need to change their life in order to further their loved one or even themselves' own lives. And for this reason, we need to work very well with other professionals, not just speech-language pathologists, physical therapists, occupational therapists, doctors, teachers, nurses, just so that everyone is on the same page and has the best interest of the patient at heart. Another role that is important within the field of speech-language pathology is the diagnostic process. In the field, we work with patients from a multitude of backgrounds, age groups, and learning abilities. With that being said, we need to be aware that not one patient is alike, that certain techniques cannot always be used with every patient, that being able to think outside the box will come into play. Being able to navigate what therapeutic strategy will work best for your patient is very important, that if you cannot figure out what works best, the lengths that you are willing to go to ensure that your patient is receiving the proper care that they deserve. This means being able to put in the extra work, doing the research, asking your peers, and going above and beyond for what is needed to be done for your patient. What separates a good speech-language pathologist from a great speech-language pathologist is not seeing a brick wall for a brick wall, but looking for the tunnel that lies underneath.